We're not live yet. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi to everyone. Just a quick check-in before we get right into all that we have for you today. Just type in the comments your name or possibly where you're watching it from. Welcome to the 3MTT and Deep Tech webinar. My name is Victoria Ndu. I am the community manager for 3MTT in Akwa Ibom State. And today we have in the room, in the studio, we have reps from the Deep Tech team, the Deep Tech Ready Upskilling Program team, to basically come share with us about the program and, everything in between. But before we get right into that, let's just do a brief check-in. I know it's the weekend and there's this weekend vibes, but you decided to come spend the time here to get more about the program. So well done, congratulations, and a happy weekend as well. So just quick check-in. I can see that the numbers are coming up. Now's a good time to, click on the share button, take out the link and share with your community members. Tell them that we're live, we're ready to get going. I can see Aliyu. Hi, Aliyu from Taraba State. Hi, Grace. Greetings to you as well, Stephen. Hi, I can see Lagos, Ibadan, Edo, Anambra State, Abia State, Lagos. Okay, so Lagos takes the win for now. More people, please join in. Get your fellow community members to join in. We're live. Okay, so right about now, while we're doing our introductions and our check-ins, I hope you're fine. I hope your weekend is going on great. And we're even about to take it a notch higher by having an interesting conversation today. I know many of you have been hearing about deep tech and, been doing lots of conversations in terms of sharing flyers and details about the program. But we still know that some people are not very clear about what the program is, who it's for, the selection criteria, and how you can be part of it. And that's what the conversation we're going to be driving today is for. We want to help you with more information on how you can maximize this opportunity, navigate it. It's an information session, and we have here with us the team. I'll just be introducing them and handing over the stage to them. I'm sure they're ready. We have Chimaoge, Isotu. I forgot that right. Yeah, Chimaoge Linda. She is the senior data scientist and the technical delivery lead at Data Science Nigeria. Please, I want to be seeing the love emojis on YouTube. I know there's a virtual event, but as much as possible, we also want to feel your warmth and to know that you're right here with us. So if I'm introducing any speaker, I want you to just put up the thumbs up or the love emoji or your favorite emoji in the chat. Let's know you're ready and you're energetic to get going, okay? So I've introduced our first speaker, and then we also have Tejumola Asanloko, who is the community and program analyst at Data Science Nigeria. We also have Flora Oladipo. She is the data analyst intern at Data Science Nigeria. And together, they're going to basically be taking you through the point A to B to Z on how you can be part of the Deep Tech Ready Upskilling program, which is going to be beneficial for all of you here today. If you have your questions at the end of their presentation, you know what to do. Just type it in the comments and I will definitely deliver it to them. Come ready. I'm sure that we're all ready to get going. And over to you, Tim. Are you ready? With a clapping ovation, let's welcome her. Yes, over to you.
Victoria.
Yes,
apologies, I cannot turn on my camera right now. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm trying to put on my camera, but it's not picking. I want to really apologize for this at this time. I would have loved to show my face, but yeah. Okay, thank you, Victoria, for the introduction. Good evening, everyone. As Victoria has introduced, Chimaoge Esotu. I lead the solutions and training at DSN, and I'm also the one leading the delivery of Deep Tech Ready Upskilling Program. I joined Victoria to welcome you all to this our evening info session. We are very glad that you're interested in this program. This shows your enthusiasm and you're willing to grow and get better in what you do, whether career-wise or you're trying to learn a new skill. And we really applaud you for all this, right? So this evening, our intention is to answer all your questions you have about deep tech, how you can get started, the registration, the selection criteria, because we want you to understand all these and what are the content or what are the specializations that are covered in deep tech. And we'll be doing that. We're going to be starting with talking about what deep tech is with this slide that we have prepared. And after the slide session, then we take your questions and answer your questions, okay? So please let's keep the chat interactive. Any question you have for us, this is the opportunity to put it all to us so that we can answer you this evening. We again welcome you to this session, and I hope at the end of this session you will have a very detailed information that you need to get about this program and how to get started. So Flora, to the next slide, please. So our outline, we are going to give you an overview of what deep tech is. We'll tell you what you will gain from this program. We'll tell you the specialization. So when we mean specializations, we talk about the courses that are offered in this program. We don't call it courses, we call it specialization, okay? We tell you the program structure, the registration and onboarding. We've been getting a lot of questions about registrations, so we're going to answer that question this evening. The content and class activities, the learning centers, and the career guidance. So we'll put you through this, plus the extra questions that you will have for us, which we are going to answer you this evening. Now, what is Deep Tech? Deep Tech Ready Upskilling Program is aimed to equip 20,000 young Nigerians with AI and data science skills. So, and this will be achieved across 2 years. This will be achieved across 2 years, different cohorts, which we are going to explain to you later. And at the end, we have a target of about 5,000 plus job placements. Now, what does this tell you? Your activeness, your readiness, your enthusiasm, your hands-on in this program will determine if you are going to be among these 5,000 job placements that we're talking about here. It combines a localized curriculum. So every curriculum that you'll be learning under this deep tech is designed by a Nigerian like you to capture our context and meet international standard, because we want to make sure that everybody is carried along. There is inclusiveness, everybody understands it. So our curriculum is designed by expertise. Over 20 years plus experts are designing the curriculum that will be deploying for this deep tech program. Cohort-based, like I said, we are going to be having 5 cohorts for this program across 2 years, 5 cohorts. And we'll be having, after cohort 1, cohort 2 starts until we get to the 5th one. And we're going to be project-based immersion. We're going to be heavily project-based. Everybody who is part of this program is going to be doing a very comprehensive project. You are going to be having a mentor. You are going to be having a mentor. So the program combines localized curriculum, cohort-based learning, project-based immersion with expert mentorship, and then the most important one, job matching support. So ensure that participants gain both technical expertise and industry readiness. Our aim and our goal is to get you ready for industry. If you're already in an industry, you upskill yourself. If you are not, we try to put you into an industry so that you can grow from there. So I think our mantra, we are learning from learning to impact. So you learn and then we'll impact you. What are you going to gain as a learner or as a fellow in deep tech? Expertise in 7 core AI data science domains. When I said 7, we have 7 specializations in deep tech. Although for the first cohort, we'll be starting with 5 of them. But deep tech is going to be running with 7 specializations, which I'm going to show later. We are going to be having hands-on exposure to industry level projects, right? So massive industry level projects with a mentor who is mentoring you throughout that project. Of course, flexible self-paced learning modules complemented by life expert coaching. Of course, it's going to be learning. We'll tell you later as we go along our program structure and how, content is going to be deployed to you. You will have access to world-class mentors. I've just mentioned this. You are going to also to make sure you have physical engagement, to make sure you have physical mobilization. We have dedicated learning centers nationwide that you'll be mapped to, that will also be helping you, coaching you along as you are learning. So robust learning support ecosystem with personalized feedback. We are available to provide you with feedback at any time you want. So we have different platforms. We have engaged different platforms to make sure that you can reach us at every time and when you want to reach out to us, which we'll be talking about later. Comprehensive job readiness support and placement opportunities. We're also going to be having internet data grants. So to make sure that you are learning, there is no excuse, we are going to be having internet data grant for our deep tech learners. Paid internship and hackathon incentives. As the program is going on, as learning is going on, we are going to be deploying out hackathons. And at the end, the winners of the hackathons are going to be getting some incentives for winning. So, which means every hackathon is going to be revolved around what you are learning. So if you understand what you are learning, you can easily jump on that hackathon, win, and gain something for yourself. Of course, through your projects, you get to contribute to real-world impacts, through social good projects, which you can, proudly say that this is your project, it becomes your portfolio, you can showcase it. So, and this is very important for your career growth. Now, let's talk about our specializations. I said we have 7. We're going to be having geospatial data science for those that are interested in geospatial data science. We are going to be having advanced data science and machine learning track for those that want to advance their data science and machine learning expertise. We are going to be having data architecture / data engineering track. We're going to be having computer vision track for those that are interested in being, a computer vision machine learning engineer. So a machine learning engineer, but specialization in working with images, in working with videos to, applying computer vision techniques. We are going to be having natural language processing track. Are you interested in chatbots? Are you interested in NLP? Then we have natural language processing track. Then we have mathematics and advanced machine learning. This is also, you're a researcher, you want to understand the mathematics that goes behind machine learning. You want to understand the basic and the fundamentals at which machine learning models are built. That is where mathematics and advanced machine learning specialization comes in. Then we have the advanced data analysis and visualization, where you'll be learning data analysis and visualization principles. We'll be learning SQL. We'll be putting you through Python for visualization. And at the end, for industry use case, because we know that most industries in Nigeria run on Power BI or use Microsoft products. So we are going to be teaching you how to use advanced Power BI. What does this mean? If you are a beginner, please go back, Flora. If you're a beginner, right, deep tech is not for you. And so deep tech are meant for learners who have started with data science. You've done a data science course before, whether you are learning yourself, you understand Python, you can write Python code, you can interpret Python code, because we are not going to be teaching those beginner content in deep tech. We are going to the advanced level. So we're not going to be teaching you introduction to Python or teaching you how to write functions and all that. We have a foundational course, which we are going to talk about later. In our foundational course is going to be a refresher course. So most of the things you'll be seeing in the foundational course is something you probably know, but that is just to refresh your memory. After that foundational course, we are deep, diving deep into the advanced things. So if you're a beginner, please, deep tech will not be for you. You can, start with 3MTT programs. By next cohort, you can now join deep tech. So that is it on our specialization. So, but for this first cohort, we are not going to be doing data architecture and engineering. and we are not going to be offering mathematics and advanced machine learning. This will be onboarded in the following cohorts. Let's move, please, Flora. Okay, for our program structure, I'm going to invite Flora to put us through our program structure. How do you register the foundational classes, the specialization classes, the project and career development? So Flora, please, can you take over? And I'll come back to talk about some other things. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Chimaugi, for the introduction to the program. Hello, everyone. My name is Flora Oladipo, and I'm also leading an aspect of this project. I'm leading the learners management aspect. So with time, when you get into the program, you'll be interfacing with me a lot. So I'll just walk us briefly through the program structure. This is how you move from your registration up until you get into the program. So, as Chimaoge already told us how the program is actually a deep immersion into the advanced part of AI and data science. And you'll be having different sessions led by experts, and you'll be having mentorship during the program up until the end of the program, which is the career support. So basically, there are um, major structures in this program. So you move on from your registration, which everyone is currently at the moment for this first cohort. So after the registration, you move on to the foundational class, the specialization, then the career and project and career development phase. So for the registration, um, we are all registering through the platform, right? That is the registration link we all see whenever we want to register for this program. And during this registration phase, you're basically going to be writing an assessment, right? And after this assessment, you get accepted, and that's if you meet the criteria to get accepted. Then after this phase of registration, you go on to the foundational class. So this foundational class, irrespective of your specialization, irrespective of the track you want to go into, this specialization Chima will get told us about, everyone passes through this foundational class. And it's actually a class in which it's like gives us that foundation for data science and ML, because at the end of the day, the roots of all the specialization is still data science, AI, ML. So everyone, irrespective of your track, you go through this phase. And after this phase, you go on to your specialization. So that is the exact track you want to go into. So if you want to go into geospatial, you want to go into data analysis, data architecture, and the likes, then you focus on this in the specialization phase of this program. Then after which you go on to the project phase. So as earlier talked about, the project is fully hands-on projects, which is an introduction to like real world problems. So it's a deep project. It's not a beginner friendly project. It's one in which you bring all the skills you've been learning in the past, but you bring it to solve a major problem, a social impact problem. So then you go on to the career development phase. So this phase is basically to get you job ready. So now that you've had the skills, you've had the knowledge, you need to be prepared for the real world, right? So that is knowing how to navigate your career, being ready for jobs. So yeah, you are introduced to industry mentors who will be helping you, giving you tips and the necessary support to actually um get the right job you want or you need after these learnings. So moving on. So I'll be walking us through the registration and onboarding. So I know a lot of people have been registering this past week since when this program has been launched, and we are all registering through this link, the 3mct.nitstar.gov.ng. If you have not registered and you're on this call, you can as well take note of this link and begin your registration. So basically, you are going through this link, and when you get there, you see options on which to pick, which program to go into. So this registration link is actually one that has been used for the 3MCT program before. I know there are some people on this call who are actually beneficiary of the 3MTT program. So the Deep Tech Ready program is different from the 3MTT program. It's a much more advanced program, right? So yeah, when you want to register for the Deep Tech Ready, you actually need to click on to the Deep Tech Ready registration section of this 3MTT platform. So when you click this link, you select the Deep Tech Ready program and you create an account, you put in your details and everything about yourself. Just follow through the process. So once you are done with that, you see a place where it tells you to do a skill assessment. So this skill assessment is basically to know that, oh, you are not a beginner. Remember, Chimaoge already mentioned that this is not a beginner-friendly program. It's an advanced program. So we need to be sure and certain that, oh, these people coming in are actually the right fit for it, for this program. This is why you're taking a skill assessment. So we are going to be assessing your skill. So after taking this test, you don't need to do any other thing. You are done at this point. You only need to just wait and hear back from us if you have been accepted or not. So this is all about the registration phase and the onboarding. So what is going to go on after you've been accepted? Now, once you are accepted, you'll be onboarded into the program, and after the onboarding, you then get to have access to the classes and the activities and all. So I'll just walk us through if, how it's going to go. So there will be a weekly content delivery. So that is once you are accepted, every Monday, participants will receive learning materials, resources, videos, reading, quizzes for your learning for each weeks. So notification will be sent to you via your mail and this program is actually going to take place in Google Classroom. So I'll be using Google Classroom for the classes. So and your progress for this learning will be tracked on the 3MTT platform. So on the portal, every student are going to have their own dashboard. So here we can track your learning progress and see how far you are learning. So also during this, aside from your learning from this platform and the Google Classroom, we'll also be having live sessions. So these live sessions are actually going to be held frequently, whereby you get to meet some of these mentors, some of these teachers, clarify any concepts you need clarification on, ask questions, have one-on-one with these mentors, with these lecture teachers. So, and it's going to be hosted on either on Zoom or Google Meet. And there, basically, it's going to give you this interactiveness, and we'll also get to know how you're learning, how you're faring in your learning. Also, there'll be session recordings for this live session. So, in case you're not even able to meet up with it, you can always go back to watch these sessions again. So, I will then walk us through how the learning is going to be. So, like I said earlier, there's the foundational aspect of this program, there's the specialization aspect, there's the project aspect, and there's the career development aspect. So, for the first 4 weeks, you'll be doing the foundational aspect, which is the aspect I talked that no matter your specialization, everyone goes through this phase. So, yeah, you're going to be learning the core concepts in data science, ML, SQL, NLP, computer vision, data engineering. So yeah, everybody gets to learn the foundational basis of these courses, of these tracks. So there, everyone have the same knowledge. Then after this first 4 weeks, which is 1 month, remember it's a 6 month program. So that means after this 1 month of learning these foundational courses, you then go on to the specialization phase. So yeah, you even have better clarity on the specialization you want to pick. If you want to go into data analysis, advanced data analysis, or machine learning, or data architecture, or geospatial, or NLP, or computer vision. So here you get to have better clarity on the aspects you want to learn and go into. And this is also for the next 2 months. So that is for 8 weeks after the first 1 month already. So that is we've already covered 3 months out of the 6 months, right? So then we'll now go on to the project phase. So yeah, you've learned already. Now you're putting all that you've learned into hands-on projects. And this is also going for 2 months. So for the next 2 months, they're also going to be building and solving real world problems during this phase. Then after which you then go on to the career development phase. So this is for the last 4 months. So that last 4 months, you're going to be using to build up yourself in your soft skills. You're going to be exposed to how to build your CV, resume, present yourself well for job readiness, basically. So with that, I'll be calling on to my colleague Tejumola to take the other aspect of our presentation today. You're welcome on board, Teju.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Flora, for that well delivered section. Uh, Good evening, everyone. I'm Tejumola. I'm a community and program analyst at Data Science Nigeria. So I'll be taking you through what the learning centers that we also call Center of Excellence, what they'll be delivering on this program. So Center of Excellence mobilizes and provides infrastructural support for learners. They offer where they keep up. We have them across the 36 states, including the FCT, and they ensure accessibility, and they also allow participants to attend in-person classes with expert guidance. So in deep tech, you are going to be having classes, live sections, something like what you are having currently, but it's going to be a live session with experts. And then in this learning centers, you are going to be having dedicated resource that will be guiding the participants, as the tutor is taking them through these live sections. They're going to be having dedicated resource that will be guiding them. So it's afford beneficiaries or learners on this project to attend in-person classes. Also, they make available their technologies and resources for project work. So they make available some of their technologies and the resources so that participants, learners, can learn and can use them to learn and then to gain masteries in any of the specialization. It also helps for collaboration, peer-to-peer learning. So these learning centers also afford the participants, the learners, to come and learn, using a structured, they offer them a structured learning environment. Now, it is very important for participants to note that these learning centers and during the program, they are going to be having designated section that is very, very important for all beneficiaries to be part of. And so it is very, very important to be aware of this. So I'm going to move into the next section now. That's on the career guidance. Flora has spoken to this, is part of the flow of the program, and it's very, very important to us because what we want to achieve in this program is a whole person. We want someone that is whole and is ready for job, and that's what the career after learning. We want to make sure that the participants, the learners, are job ready. Yes, they are job ready. And that is what the career guidance is all about. And what does it include? It includes mentorship and guidance. So beneficiary, learners and participants will be matched with a mentor. Yes, a mentor that is specific to the interest of the learner. Yeah, for guidance, for expert section, and that is part of what this career guidance will cover. Another aspect of the career guidance is the job fairs and meetups, where there's going to be direct engagement with employers, networking opportunity, and there's going to be recruitment drives. We are going to be having a lot of recruitment drives, direct engagement with HRs, employers, from different industries. This is part of what we are going to be doing under the career guidance or the career development section of the program. That's the job fairs and the meetup. And the third is the interviews and resume preparation. So we are going to be preparing the beneficiary, the learners, to get you ready for interviews. So we are going to be having sessions on interview. We are going to be having mock interviews. We are going to be having their CVs reviews. We are going to be having personal branding workshop and so on. This is just to achieve our objective of making sure that we have our old person here that has improved his or her skill and is ready for job. So this initiative equip participants with the confidence, skill, and connection needed to transit into the workforce successfully. And so I know I'm very glad that everyone on this call will be part of this, especially taking note that deep tech is not for beginners. It's for those who have their hands on that have done that have started that have done the beginner, the foundational what's it now? Maybe I've joined the first cohort from 3MTT or the second cohort or the third cohort. So thank you very much. So I think it's time for the question and answer. Let me hand over to Victoria. Victoria, over to
Yeah.
Sorry, Victoria, before we move on, I just want to add some context. Because I want to add some context to what my colleague had mentioned. Number one is on what's it called now? Sorry, I'm trying to get what I'm going to say. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we're here. We can hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah. So before we move on, I wanted to talk about the selection criteria because just like we have shown you, Deep Tech is to deliver for only 20,000 learners across 2 years. What this means is that we're having a lot of people register for the program, right? And of course, like we mentioned, is not for beginner. You have to write our assessment, okay? And based on this assessment, we'll be admitting people into the program when you meet our criteria for the assessment. Now, outside the assessment, we're also considering, to make sure that there is inclusiveness and there is equal distribution. What am I saying? For our assessment, we have a pass mark that we are working with. And we're also having quotas across different states because, for example, now for our first cohort of Deep Tech, we're going to be starting with 2,000 learners, right? We are going to be bringing into the program. And these 2,000 learners has to be distributed across all the states in the federation. So which means each state has their quota. So it's possible that maybe there is a large number of people registering from Lagos. So we are going to be selecting, starting from highest scoring scores from the assessment and based on the quota. So if maybe we've met our quota for Lagos, it means that, so what I'm trying to, so that people will not be getting confused, oh, I registered, I was not accepted, and why is that? And that is why I'm putting context to this. You register, you write our assessment, and we're going to start taking in learners from, highest scoring based on our assessment and based on quota assigned to each state. So it means that, Lagos has social number of learners that we're going to admit from Lagos. Akwa Ibom has social number of learners we're going to admit from Akwa Ibom, just to make sure that our learners are not just clustered in one place and making reference. We know that we have a lot of population in Lagos. A lot of people might be registering from Lagos. And if we decide to, maybe start taking people based on maybe people that registered first and all that, maybe all our learners will be from Lagos and other states will not have opportunity to have learners. And that's why in this program, we are also working with quota, okay? So we are going to be picking learners according to registration and our quota. And remember, we have other cohorts. So which means if we are not admitted into this first cohort, please, that is not a bad thing. You become into our community. We'll also be engaging with our community. By the next cohort, which will be coming in like 5 months' time, I will prioritize you and make sure you're admitted into the program by next cohort if you're still available at the time to take the program. But this is how we are going to do our selection so that if at the end, maybe you are not selected, just know maybe we have gotten to the quota that is assigned to the state that you are registering from. And that is why you are not selected for the program. In the subsequent one, we'll prioritize you and bring you into the program. So I just want to put context out here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Flora, Tejimola, Chimaoge, for such an insightful session. I'm sure that after this webinar, people have gotten clarity as to what the program is and how they can benefit from it. But we're also going to be moving over to YouTube now to see if we have questions there for our learners or participants to ask their questions. Okay, someone's asking, are we paying for this? I know it's free, but I want to hear from your words. But let me just say two questions and then you can take it at once. Somebody's asking, are we going to pay for this at any point? And then the second question, just for emphasis sake, you can answer it, is can existing cohorts in the three entity program also be part of this if you're in cohort 1, cohort 2, or possibly cohort 3 that is even yet to start? So yeah, let's take those two questions first and then we move over to others.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Victoria. For the first one, is a free program. You're not expected to pay any amount of money at any point in the program. It's totally free. So every activity of the program is offered free. So for the second one, yes, if you are a past cohort 1 learner, you're a past cohort 2 learner, you can actually register for this program. For those that passed through data science, data analysis and visualization, and AI/ML track of the formal, of the 3MTT cohorts, you can register for this program. If you're a current cohort 3, okay, if you're current cohort 3 and you feel like you are no longer a beginner, maybe you are not a beginner anymore, that it is deep tech that suits you, maybe you can come into the program. But remember, you are going to write our assessment. And when you write the assessment, if you don't get our cutoff mark, we're not going to get you into the program. So I hope
Okay,
that
great.
answered the question.
Okay, so I've gone through the question, and one very recurring question I'm seeing here is the inaccessibility of the site, of the dashboard for some reason. So is there a way that is there an instructional video on any of your social media handles which is being projected now? For fellows who are just listening to this, please look at the screen. You can see the Facebook account, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Please follow up and get more information there. But do they have a step-by-step guide that is possibly showing them how to take them from the registration down to selection process?
Okay, yes, we've not pushed this out, but I can just, because I know most of the people that are having this issue are past fellows who,
Yes,
when they want to register, it takes them to their dashboard. So I'm
dashboard.
quickly just going to, oh, okay, I need to be giving the access to maybe share screen for just 2 to 3
Okay, so
minutes.
the person sharing, I think Flora is sharing. You can take this down so that Chimaoge can quickly share. Because another question as regards registration is somebody is saying that when she's trying to register, is showing no professional capability assessment available. So she's not even able to take her assessment on a dashboard.
Okay,
But maybe if you can, share your screen and take us through that process quickly.
please confirm you can see my screen.
Oh, yes, I can.
So this I'm projecting this for maybe past fellow. So I'm expecting that as a past fellow, when you log into your dashboard, you're going to see this banner like this on your dashboard, right? You're going to see this banner. Please click here so that it takes you to Skill Adder. I hope, I don't know what my screen is showing at the moment.
So it's
Please
showing
confirm.
us, yeah, it's showing skill ladder.
Okay, please go to Skill Adder, log into Skill Adder. So for past fellows who must have taken assessments on Skill Adder, it's going to bring you to your dashboard like this. All you need to do is please update here, which it will bring you back to this interface. Here you put in your fellow ID, then you select Deep Tech here as the cohort you want to partake in, and you just pick any course here. It doesn't matter any course you pick here, it gives you the same question because we're all talking about data science and AI, right? And then if you pick any course, you go into and write the assessment for Deep Tech. I hope this will clarify some of the questions that, especially that is coming from past fellows that are having about their dashboard and coming to write the assessment. Then on the professional, please, when you're coming here, you are required to write only the technical assessment. So the professional assessment does not open for you because you are not supposed to write that. So once you write your technical assessment, that is it. That is all you need to do from your end, and we'll take that off from our own end. I hope that answers the question. I'm going to stop
Yeah, I think
sharing.
this is very clear and helpful.
Thank
But
you.
another question, as a follow-up question to this, is that somebody's saying, I am on the platform right now, and then whenever I try to do the assessment, I do not see my score. And this is like the third comment on that as well. Are they supposed to see their scores, and what's the cutoff mark like, and all of that?
Yeah, they will see their score. So once you're maybe I'm going to share this screen again. Yeah. I'm going to go back. So this is your technical score. Yeah, just like I said, you are required to write only the technical assessment. Do not write the professional capability assessment. And that's why if you log in to take deep tech, if you want to take the professional capability, to tell you that it is not available at the moment because you're not required to do that. And once you are done with your technical score, you will see your score here. Yeah. So please, I hope everybody's supposed to see their score. It's 50 questions. So you're required to answer all the 50 questions. And once you are done with the 50 questions, your score will be displayed for you here to see.
Okay, great. Just to finalize on this particular kind of question, somebody's saying that, please, the skill ADA isn't on my portal. I'm a past fellow, and I do not think it is accessible from my portal. Just to clarify, is it open to even cohort one fellows, their dashboard?
Okay, we're going to look into that. It's supposed to be open for them, but we'll put that and see what's going on, why it's not. If not, we'll work on that. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. I'm just looking through to see if Emedit says it was 30 questions, not 50. Maybe you need to go back
It's
to
50.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 50.
Okay, I don't think there are any. Oluwa Turkey says it's not there. Okay, no problem. If you can't see it right now, the team says they're going to get back to confirm, and then they will get it back on or whatever, sort it out. Okay, so you can try back later. I'm sure it will be sorted by next week. Suleiman says, but I'd like to know if the system. Okay, so we're not going to discuss this, Suleiman. What's the cutoff mark? 50. I don't think there are any new questions here. For people just joining in, it would do you a lot of good to just watch the replay. I'm encouraging you, even if you joined in at the start, there are some things you must have missed, because I know that Flora, Tejimola, and Chimaoge shared quite insightful and detailed presentation about the program, how you can start and what the program is for, and all of that. So please do well to catch the replay. It's just about 50 minutes long. And I'm sure that all of the questions that you're asking, you will be able to find answers. And in the case that you don't think that your specific questions have been answered, not to worry. You can just go on an Instagram, what's Twitter, YouTube, Data Science Nigeria, and ask your questions. You can also escalate to the community groups as well, and we'll take it up from there. Do you have any final words, Flora, Tijimola, or Chimaoge, as we wrap the session up?
Yeah, thank you, Victoria. Thank you. This was a very good session. We thank every organizing committee that made this happen, and we also thank all the all the data enthusiasts that we have that joined this session. I think there is one more question I saw here. Someone that says okay, someone that I'm good with data analysis, but I haven't attended any 3MTT co-op program, so I can get. So please, yes. It's for everybody, whether you're a past fellow of 3MTT or not. So please, you can register for Deep Tech. So with that, thank you from my end, and please follow our social media page. We have a social media page for Deep Tech. So if you are following that page, if you ask us questions from there, we can equally answer you. Flora, I don't know if you want to project the page once more. It is called, so we have a page on X and we have on LinkedIn, and then we have Data Science Nigeria page, but we have a dedicated Deep Tech page, our Deep Tech Ready, our Deep Tech _ Ready on Twitter or X, and then our Deep Tech _ Ready program on LinkedIn. So follow these pages. We'll also be using these pages for engagement, just for activities, for program. So as a learner, as an aspiring deep tech learner, you need to follow this page, and because we'll also be engaging you just some activities via this page, and we can also answer your questions effectively via this page if you drop a question for us here. So thank you, Flora.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Victoria, for this. Thank you to the three entity team and everyone in this Deep Tech Ready program. So, again, to the people who want to join us in this, especially for this pilot stage, I look forward to welcoming you all on board. And even if you are not selected, don't be discouraged. You can always apply for the next cohort. So I just want to encourage people to give it a shot. And um, also, if you have any question, especially for people who are having issues on the platform, like the person who could not find their score. So one effective way you can easily get a response is if you can just put a have a screenshot of these, then you tag these pages that you can see, these are social media, and will be replying you one-on-one and helping you escalate these issues. So with
Thank
that, I look forward to seeing you all in the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tejumola.
Yeah, thank you very much, Victoria, and then everyone on this call. It's nice having everyone on this call, and then we look forward to having you on the Deep Tech Ready program. Yes, we want to. Thank you very much. Do enjoy the rest of
All right. Thank you for sharing, and do have a great weekend to everyone listening here or watching. You can catch the replay. Until next time, do have a fantastic and wonderful weekend. Bye for now.